Nyla G is witchy in the house.
Amani, let's go.
Son las 8 de la noche y el show ya va a empezar. Cotorreando por la noche ya vamos a disfrutar. Barbie ya me peinó y también Daniela. Ella está esperando en la escalera. Barbie ya me he peinado. Juanito del control. Otra vez, Barbie me hizo el peinado y Juanito del control. Mientras tanto, Dani espera cuando yo hago esta canción. Tengo 51 años y ya lo probé. 50 años, va. Otra vez. 1, 2 y 3. Y tengo 51 años y rapeo bien culero. Por eso tuvimos que invitar a quien es el mero mero. You go, ladies and gentlemen, Amani!
Say, everybody wake up, everybody get up, cause your boy is here. I'm Amani hip hop. Let me tell you about me while I'm dropping all these bars. I'm an activist comedian, I take down some bars. I wanna tell you all, I wanna bring you hope. I'm the voice in City Hall and my social media is dope.
It is dope, man. You rap way better than me, and I wrote this shit.
Ooh.
Get your drink and your popcorn, cause we're about to start the show. Danny's bringing every smoke. Bring booty, bring flow. We won't have a lot of views, but we have great interviews. We have comedy if you choose.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get some booze, man.
So we'll talk about science, specific education for the people, alliance in a brand new generation. We'll keep you all informed. I'm making that my mission, bringing up the data centers to every politician.
Every politician. You made it this week. Now without a hesitation, let me give you information that Amani's in the house. Let me hear some celebration. Ready? En español o en inglés.
Desde 956.
956 for you. Are we ready?
Yeah.
En la casa o en el coche.
Oh, you want me? I thought it was. Oh,
We
yeah.
both. 1,
2, 3.
Cotorreando por la noche. Woo!
Running with it. We rocking with it.
Yeah!
Hip hop in the house.
That's what happened in rap battles when you're more than 51. Ready?
¿Qué onda, amigos? ¿Qué rollo? Oye, qué padrísimo el rap. Tío, que me habló Gaby y me dijo, oye, güey, ¿cómo ves este rap? Dije, güey, échatelo. Está chingoncísimo. Y bienvenido a Amani. Y a Gaby. A Gaby Witchy, que hoy es Gaby G. Gaby G.
Hoy yo soy G.S.
A Gaby
Witchy.
G in the house. Y también a
soy G.S.
Barbie. ¿Cómo
Barbie.
ven? Centramos un poquito la cámara para eso. Ay, muy bien. Ay, perdón, chicos. Fíjense que la cosa más extraña pasó hoy. Nuestra computadora se nos fue. Entonces, así todo este tiempo estuvimos de que, güey, conecta la nueva computadora. Entonces, va a haber un cambio. Vamos, no, sin miedo al éxito, Juanito. Movemos la cámara, no hay problema.
Esto es en vivo, hermana. Esto es en vivo.
Esto es en vivo,
entonces,
esto es en vivo en directo. Aquí
tanto
no
que
editamos
practica.
nada. No editamos nada porque no sabemos editar.
Le salió muy bien en la práctica.
Grabas en la práctica, mejor metemos la práctica. La siguiente lo
Sí,
grabamos
no,
primero.
está padrísimo. No, la verdad quedó padrísimo. Yo creo que parte, bueno, esto va a ser en inglés, pero parte de la magia del show es de que todo esto me va en vivo. So part of the magic of the show is that everything goes live. We don't really try, like, we don't really edit or do anything like that. So today we have Amani here, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about himself. So I think the things that we wanted to interview Amani for first and foremost is because he had actually like the audacity, right? Like the balls, right? To go up to City Hall, those huevos, to go up to City Hall and to say, hey, look, this is happening. There was a big deal about data centers wanting to come into our town and kind of use up our natural resources. And it's amazing to see our younger generation kind of stand up for the rights for everybody. Yeah. So first of all, thank you so much, dude.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being our voice, man. That's awesome. Yeah. So tell me, how did you get involved with all of this?
It's actually a funny story. It's funny we started up with the rapping because that's actually how I started out in general, just, making rap music. I was a rapper in the 956, just trying to get out there.
Yeah.
And you learn a lot of things. You start, trying to make content on social media to promote your music. And then it started going into other things. I'm going to different shows and venues, getting more involved in the community. Mm-hmm. So I started making videos and interviews to interview people in the community. And it just so happened that all these critical issues were going on while my platform was growing, and people were suggesting, hey, you know, you're getting a lot of views, you should use your voice to try to capture more important issues. And this was also around the time where I was being able to interview some politicians. So I decided to go to City Hall and I speak out. I just record my speech, didn't really put too many, I just threw captions on there real easy and then posted it on my page. I didn't think it was gonna get that many views, but then it just like blows up. And that told me that a lot of people care about this issue. I cared about it, but I didn't think too many people would. So I just keep going, and just over time, I don't know, just kind of coincidentally, you just get into the spot that you're in. Me and my friend Deanna decided to co-found a political organization to gather people and let people become informed. Because the deeper I got into it, the more I discovered how messed up it was with the corruption and how much that they're trying to control the people and not let them know about what's actually going on. People don't even know we're in a runoff election right now for after what's going on after the primaries. Election day is May 26th, by the way.
Oh, that's coming up. So tell me a little bit who's running. So I was really with the I was really, you know, I voted for Talarico, obviously, right? Everybody knows that, right? But right now, like, I didn't get much into like this other runoff. I didn't know who really.
It's basically the tiebreaker election for a lot of people. I just know, me personally, the candidates I'm looking out for is Julio Salinas, who's representing up in McAllen, and then Esmeralda Cantu Castle, who's representing down here in Harlingen for state rep. And then there's the judges and things like that who are running. But I just know those two for sure are my prime candidates that I want to run. I know for sure they're against AA data centers. They're gonna represent the voices of the people. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So how old are you?
22.
Oh, you're 20. God,
Oh,
you're so
God. Oh, my God. He could be
young age.
my grandson. He could be my grandson.
I mean, that's amazing that, you know, at this age, at 22, what were we doing at 22?
Probably drinking. Probably drinking.
You know what? I think at 21,
Blackouts.
I remember.
Saludos a Eli.
Ay, saludos, Eli. Ay,
Saludos,
a Tino.
Marina.
A Tino, a Abigail y a Marina Soto. Muchísimas gracias por conectarse, Tino.
Saludos.
Thank you guys so much.
Hi.
I remember when I was about his age, probably a little bit younger, I did this thing called Spotlight Music Festival, and I got like a bunch of like metal bands, like whoa, to perform at my dad's venue, and it was so much fun. So I had a bunch of bands, and in between I had like an acoustic duo, but and I sold dollar beer, and I made the flyers, and yeah, that was back in the day.
In today's economy.
Yeah, I know. So that is so cool. That's so cool that you're young and you're actually like, you know, kind of using your platform and kind of combining the love of art, right, that we all share into like saying, okay, guys, yeah, this is going to be fun, but it's also talk about these things that are pretty freaking serious.
Yeah, actually, fun fact, I was at the Gremlin on Tuesday, and I ran a little booth with my co-founder educating people about the runoff, but then I also signed up for the open mic and rapped about it as well. So I was like a little performance, like a little live performance. We had a live band and everything. I'm always gonna give it back to music, man. I also throw some shows here and there. We have a show coming up this Saturday. We're doing like a little block party in Harlingen.
Oh, nice.
On Jackson. So we're gonna have a few bands. One of them is Simply Blinded, and that's really just to celebrate the graduates and things like that. But that's also being thrown by my political organization. So.
Oh, that's so
love
cool.
music.
Yeah, we love. I mean, we love music. So I guess formal invitation for the it's like
public, completely free.
So
we got food.
yeah. So if this Saturday, if you guys block party here in Harlingen, go ahead, you know, show up and support the people. It's awesome. Yeah, music, man, keeping it alive.
It's gonna be downtown on Jackson, but
Yeah.
Local.
Yeah.
Local music.
Yeah, that sounds so awesome.
stir it up.
Yeah, turn it up. That's amazing. So you're a rapper and then you do comedy. What's the hardest part about doing comedy?
Ooh. So comedy, that was,
We
I
have
was
some
always,
stories.
I've always been like a conversationally funny guy. I've always been watching, I've seen probably every comedy special on Netflix, you know? And I just struggled to write jokes. I remember really the first time I did comedy, it was actually about like 6 to 8 months ago, like last year. That'll probably be my newest journey that I've started. And I like, comedy's very interesting because compared to any other thing you do, I don't know, maybe like music, fashion, and things like that, that's the one passion that you chase. You know, you're gonna start off like kind of bad, but everybody's gonna let you know, and it's very obvious.
Yes.
Like everyone,
Yeah.
everyone, you know, everyone, you're not gonna start off everyone kind of sucks when they start in anything, you know, in music and things like that. But
Oh,
comedy,
absolutely.
when you suck, it like hurts. It really does suck. Like, it feels like
hurts.
you're walking on coals.
Oh my
Because
God,
it's so
yes.
awkward, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember like literally the first like 4 to 6 open mics, I would tell jokes and not a single one
Oh
would
my
make anybody
God,
laugh.
I know,
But
I've been there.
I think that's what kind of separates, you know, the comics of, you know, that are making it out today, because those are the people that just kept going. So I kept going, you know, writing, see, you know, oh, this got a little chuckle, maybe I can expand on that. And you know, now I'm out here performing. I did South Texas Comic Con. Shouts to Roy Alex Gomez and Recall
yeah.
Productions. They put that thing together. And then I also opened up for Raymond Orta at the Isla Grande show a couple weeks back in South Padre. So it's been a long journey. I've been hitting it hard. I just did the open mic at the Gremlin on Wednesday,
wow.
and it went pretty well. Shouts to Ray Pettis. He's the host.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
we love Ray. Ray's
Yeah.
gonna be going to our event next
snap.
Saturday, right?
Y'all
So
see me there.
May
That'll be
30th, yeah. And cool fact, Amani's gonna be opening up with some comedy.
A little bit of jokey jokes.
Yes.
a little bit of-
So this
Yeah.
open mic is for comedy, for jokes, you know, like stand
Yeah.
up. Okay.
On
because-
Wednesday, Tuesday they have like it's every. You can also tell jokes, but it's typically more like musicians and things like that.
So I can bring a poem, you
Yeah,
know, like.
Tuesday's perfect for
But it's
that.
gonna sound like comedy, actually, because I suck at poetry. So yeah,
Why,
probably.
why
for
would
it.
you do a poem?
I don't know, because I'm a sensitive person.
Yeah, she's like,
No le crean, no le crean.
Profound thinkers, a lot of
He's
deep,
like, I
deep
feel
thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the pain, y'all.
oh my God, that's so cool. So did you always know, did you want to get into music and comedy? Obviously you're young, but when you were like a lot younger, is this something that you kind of grew up with?
Not really. Actually, before all of that, I was kind of like a bookworm mostly. I was doing like speech, drama, debate. Oh, that's probably where it came from. I was doing a lot of competitive like speaking and debate, and when you mix that with, I think that kind of created that entry, that window for the other stuff, because music and comedy, you're
Right.
doing public speaking.
Yeah.
And so through doing it competitively or at like a school level, that I really loved speaking in front of people, aka I just like attention.
Also known, I'm the middle child.
I am the middle
I
child.
am the
Yeah,
middle
there you
child.
So that's where it probably comes from.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
The curly hair and the middle children syndrome. Our parents, man. So what did your parents say about this? They're like, hell yeah. They still didn't even pay attention. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
go
like-
comedy. They're like,
They
yeah,
just
what
kept
about your
having
brother?
kids and, you know, I would say they support it. They're pretty happy for me doing that. But they also, I have like 7 siblings,
Oh,
4 brothers, 3
okay.
sisters. So there's a lot
Going on.
Oh, wow. Okay, so are you guys originally from the Harlingen area?
I was born in New York, fun fact.
Mm.
However, because people were like, you're not from here. Well, I've spent like most of my life has been here in Harlingen, Texas. Like literally from 2nd grade all the way till college. I've been like, well, till now I've been here. But technically, yeah, I was born, not even technically, I was born in Queens, New York. So I like to rep both. Got both cultures running through me, to be honest. Pause.
Right, so I know you have a very distinctive look.
Yeah.
So do you have your full, I mean, Amani is not, that's your stage name.
Yeah, that's actually, it's also my middle name. So full disclosure, I'm like, I just say I'm like half white, half black,
Uh-huh.
but also a mix of Latino. My mom's side has roots in Haiti, which is actually in Latin America.
Right, Haiti, yeah, right next to the Dominican Republic.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. So we're looking at like
Like a Haitian, Italian mix. of
right.
stuff.
I mean, the curly hair is
Yeah.
completely, you
Oh,
know, yeah.
But it's funny because you have people who are like Dominican or like they're like very obviously like black. They're like, I'm not black. I'm Dominican.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right, that works.
Is the hair? You know, it might be the hair. That is, you know, like it
Oh,
looks
people, yeah, from
fantastic.
the jump, people, huh?
It looks fantastic. You know, like
Thank
it's
you.
very, you know, like distinctive.
Yeah.
People will,
Yeah.
some people will say, people assume that I'm actually Jewish because of the hair.
Right,
and
because of
Wow.
the, yeah,
My
because of the
big-ass
curly.
nose.
Yeah, that is
yeah,
true.
Yeah.
I have a big nose, man. I'm not, I'm not Jewish, guys.
It's like, oh, we don't
I'd
affiliate
be
right
on
now with
SNL
them.
if I was Jewish, y'all. I'd be on Saturday Night Live if I was.
Yeah, right, totally,
Yes.
man. Jesus Christ, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go into this. Like, let's cut that subject out of this discussion. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
that's so cool. That's so interesting. So from Queens, you got here with your family, kind of grew up here in Harlingen, which is a great little town. I mean, I love it. We love it. It's given us everything, so can't complain about Harlingen.
It's been a nice little town. It's like right in the middle of everything that's going on, and then it's also growing. I know everyone's looking at McAllen, but you look at the studies, Harlingen is growing pretty well. A lot of people are coming here. We got I was like, if I blank out, it's gonna make it look like this is such a shitty town.
I know.
And my mind just like completely blanked out. No, we have a lot going on, man. Shouts to the Cardinals. Shouts to the.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great town for like when you want to like,
Yeah.
when you want to raise children. I mean, he's not doesn't want to raise children, right? But for families kind of looking to
Families,
relocate
yeah.
for
Yeah.
like a small, you can leave your doors unlocked. No one's
As long as they don't build a data center in
Right,
here. it's still
right.
fucked.
Okay, so let's talk about. Tell me, okay, for those people that don't know, tell us a little bit more about these data centers. Like,
Yeah. So recently, what I've been known for is speaking at city halls, advocating for the people, and a lot of people ask me why I do it, and it really started out from just me noticing that no one. So a lot of things you wind up in a position just because you just become the guy. Now there's no one else really doing it for my town, or at least making so much noise, and I was able to use my platform to, from what I believe, to wake people up. And I've seen a lot of new people coming out to City Hall speaking, which is a really great thing. But for the data center thing, that's been the hottest topic right now because of the risk. Right now we have Corpus Christi in a drought right now.
Right.
And it's getting serious. So had they addressed this problem maybe 5-10 years back, they wouldn't be spending billions of dollars right now. Could you imagine Harlingen spending billions of dollars just so we can have drinking water? Just so we can have the basic necessity of water, spending $1 billion. All that money could have gone to like their school system, more jobs, better healthcare, better hospitals, things like that. But now we're just doing that just to have water. And and a lot of people are like, oh, we're not even like dealing with this and that. It's called being proactive. Like, you're telling me you literally want to wait till our water is in a crisis mode for us to finally be like, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I think these data centers are the problem.
Yeah,
now I think about it.
yeah.
It's like, no, we got to get ahead of this issue. They haven't started the construction of it, but that's why I've been doing it months behind, doing the research, saying, hey, we need to at least pause these, do a moratorium, pause construction, pause any of these approvals so we can at least do the research. So that's what happened last night in City Hall.
Yeah, with Norma.
They approved it, yeah. It had an overwhelming majority. One commissioner
Who?
opposed it.
Who?
Mike Mesmar for District 3.
Mike, come on, Mike. What
And he
you
gave a
doing,
really
Mike?
nice speech. If y'all ever go to YouTube, look up the Harlingen Commission meeting for yesterday, which was, I believe, the 8th. Today's the 21st for the 20th. He gave a speech and he was like, oh, well, basically, like, it's old news. They're just trying to bring up, some scare tactics for everybody. I remember specifically he was like, yeah, like, right now it's data centers. They used to try to scare us about the coal mines and the oil rigs, saying it's killing people. I was like, well, they kind of are killing people. And I'm also against the coal mines and the oil rigs, actually.
Yeah.
Can we get rid of those too? And he's like, now it's the data centers. I'm like, well, yeah. And this might be a hot take, but he was like basically painting a picture of how this whole thing is just against innovation. And he specifically said we're basically, if we vote this, if we approve this, we as a town are basically saying yes to socialism and no to capitalism.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I mean, can we low-key say that all the time? That'd be kind of cool.
It's
for
like-
me. But
It's like, dude, you're on your way out.
I think it'd be cool if the town of Harlingen could be like, hey, we actually do like the common people and we don't tolerate billionaires. I don't think that would be a crazy thing to say as a town. That, hey, if you're a billionaire and you're trying to suck up all of our resources, we don't like that. And if that's a socialist concept, so be it.
So be it.
I would
Right.
like drinking water. I'm not saying like we have to like divvy up all of our wages and like divvy up all of our wages and
Right.
our assets and share them. I'm just saying, hey, can we just have basic things?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
asking for basic things and you're
Right.
painting it as socialism. That's
Right,
crazy.
and I think that's a crazy thing, right? Because people like sometimes we're so uneducated. So when they say, "Oh, socialism," "Oh, communism," it's just you have these like propagandist ideas of what it really is. But I think if we look at any sort of political system, they're all meant to work, right?
Yeah.
Like the only factor that sucks is the humanity factor, the greed factor, because you can corrupt any system. You can corrupt capitalism, which we've seen being corrupted. You can corrupt socialism, which we've seen in Mexico, and communism was definitely corrupted, which we can see like in Cuba. So the human aspect is what's, and then you use that to like scare people off, but you know, like kind of taking away those, you know, stripping away like social. It's like, dude, basic water rights for everyone. Like, who the hell why can't you, is that such a crazy topic,
it's
man?
like, let's just not risk giving away 4.5 million gallons of water a day. I'm not like a betting man, but it's like, why take the gamble? This is on my mind, because he did point out socialism. A lot of older folks point out socialism, things like that. And the irony is, bro, if you're taking Social Security, if you have health insurance, that is literally a socialist concept.
Exactly.
Let's all pool our money. Hey,
Yes.
all of you guys, give me the money. And when you need it, I'm going to dish it back to you guys based off how you, you know, lived your life. And like, I'm going to handle it. It's one central party taking all your money and dishing it back to you equally and fairly. That is, Social Security is one of the most socialist programs we have in the United States. Public libraries, firefighters, these are all socialist programs that were put in long ago. And it used to be a no-brainer, and now it's like, wait a minute. I wouldn't be surprised if like 10 years from now they're gonna be like, hold on, I don't even use this public road. Like I'm not gonna pay for that. It's like, hey, we should probably pay for all of these roads equally. Public roads, public access to simple things are gonna become like trivialized, when right now it's a no-brainer. Right now water is being privatized, and I bet you there's gonna be an argument of like, well, like we don't even own the water. Actually, this company bought the water; it's theirs, and then we're gonna be like paying like $5 for a simple bottle of water, and there's gonna be bootlickers defending them. Like, oh, I can just imagine it. But Mike Mesmar is definitely the tip of the iceberg with these people, and I would not be surprised if he didn't get elected next term. That's my say.
Right, no. I think that's you know, that's something. I heard my dad me dice que el peinado de la novela Cuna de Lobos. ¿Cuál es el peinado de Cuna de Lobos?
Lo tiene así, es como de antes
Catalina
de
Krill.
Catalina Krill.
Saludos, my dad. Saludos,
Saludos,
Lenny. Saludos,
Emanuel.
Marina Soto. Saludos a Lourdes Pedrosa. Saludos a mi papá, Ivette Áviles, Stephanie Ann, everyone that's watching. Thank you guys so much gracias por conectarse con nosotros un ratito.
Tus papás, your parents, you know, like, what do they think about, you know, like my son doing all this at this, you know, like young age?
I think
They're like happy that you are, you know, like an activist and a comedian. I will be like, you know, like this, you know, like all the time. Like, ¿Dónde está mi hijo? You know, like what is he doing and what protest is he right now?
Yeah, I think they're pretty supportive. They've shown up to a lot of my events in the past, whether it be music events, some political events. You know, they've shown up. Every time I speak with them, you know, they're always giving positive words.
They support you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
It's been great. I did want to touch, because I'm gonna forget. My mind's always like, we move out. But you did ask, like, what's the problem with the data centers? And I did want to point out, a lot of people say, you know, oh, we've had data centers for a while, and there's a difference between the data centers we've had for the past like 20 years and an AI data center. Way different. One data center, you know, you can have one in your town. That's what we like built Facebook, Google, YouTube, all things we use right now on. That hasn't been a problem. The problem is, and if I explain it, when you look it up, you're not even going to believe the numbers. The AI data center, and this is hard numbers that we know just for the one they're trying to build in Harlingen alone, can literally, the power that it requires can power 700,000 homes.
Oh my God.
Harlingen only has 30,000. They could power Harlingen like 20 times over with that one center they're building right next to the town. 4.5 million gallons of water a day. There's no data center we've used that even like compares to that.
Right.
And they're like, oh, but we've had them. I'm like, no, we have not. And actually, there was a speaker in the city hall that was giving a bunch of arguments saying like it's all lies
Delia
and things like
Cavazos
that.
Gámez says saludos a todos.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Delia, hello, Delia.
What's up?
Yeah, she's a commissioner.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
She's one of the real ones.
Yeah, she was a client
Listening to
of
the
mine
people.
a long time ago.
fine.
Yeah.
That's
So she's one of the real ones, and she's
I would
been,
say so.
yeah. Thank you so much, Delia, for
Thank you.
supporting it. God, power to the people. Thank you so much. I want to cry.
Yeah, she actually brought an item up that me and another individual wanted on the agenda. She got with the commissioner, and it was about letting them, like when they live stream it, letting them see our faces when we speak.
Right.
I think they ended up like denying it or something like that. But she did bring it up, which all of this whole thing, even if like there's no point in doing a memorandum, there's no point in trying to fight these data centers, I still think we did a little bit of an impact in showing, hey, at the very least, your commissioners this whole time could have gotten with another commissioner to add it on the item, And this whole time, when I was told, oh, we have to get this vote, or you have to do this, oh, but the mayor has to bring on the agenda, they could have done it this whole time. Your city right now, McAllen, Edinburgh, Brownsville, you can literally follow suit with Harlingen right now. They're all making excuses. And for all the people saying, oh, but the land, the data center, they're trying to build it in Cameron County, then why can't our public officials go to Cameron County and represent us there and say, hey, y'all should stop doing this data center thing and prevent that construction? Do I act like every step of the way, it's been weird. I don't hold a commission spot. But any argument against them like putting something on the agenda, it's like, do I really have to get elected and do it myself? That's crazy. Your job is literally to represent us. I work full time. Cameron County's meetings are at noon. But if you guys have the time to go to the Cameron County Commission meetings, request the same thing that we requested for Harlingen, which is a moratorium against what they call high intensity processing centers. That's really, they're trying to build it in Cameron County area, but they want to use Harlingen water and electricity.
No.
Anybody can request that one, the
yeah.
moratorium?
Email, you call them. Email them. Sign up for public comment. Those are all options. I've done all three, and I've emailed those reps, but they kind of have a hard time getting back to me.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Yeah, I know we've had ¿cómo se llama? Come on, Etienne. Etienne Rosa. We've had
He's
him
a
on the
real
show.
one, too.
He's a real
Yes.
one. Etienne was so sad when Vicente was playing with a lot of money, but yeah, no, Etienne, he's also like one of those people here in the community that's really fighting for the fair use of water.
I remember that he actually told us, like it was the same mentality, like he was, like over there, like in downtown making art, making music with his band, and then he's like, okay, somebody should do something about this, and he said like, you know what, nobody's doing it. Okay, I'm stepping up. So he did step up. Are you planning, also to immerse yourself in politics?
I think so. I mean, I live in District 3, and after what Mike Mesmar said, this would be an easy swap, to be honest.
Right. Well, you get our support.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, I definitely, the next election terms are coming up in 2-3 years. I think if I'm already making noise right now, 2-3 years from now, I can't imagine where I'm going to be, but I could see myself just working to represent the people and hold a seat in that office.
Yeah.
And then it's awesome to have like the younger people kind of step up.
Yeah, that's another thing. I say, even if what I'm doing is, if I don't have all the information, if what I'm doing isn't like the best possible move, or you don't agree with what I'm doing, at the very least you can't deny that it's activating people, it's waking them up. There are people who weren't involved in politics at all that are seeing my content, going to City Hall for the first time ever, watching City Hall meetings. They're really boring. And people are discovering that, but they're realizing, oh my gosh, like all these things are happening around our town literally happen there. As a co-founder of my organization, I think we kind of changed the tide in. I've been having these talks with other organizations where we bring up a problem, they're like, let's do a protest. Before I even told people to go to City Hall, the first idea was, let's protest outside City Hall.
Yeah.
And I literally responded saying, you guys can do that. I'm gonna be in City Hall actually, talking to them. Especially, I think protests nowadays, people are realizing they're not carrying as much of an impact, unless it's tens of thousands, but we need to hit them directly and play the politics game the way that they are, which is speaking to your candidates directly, and even putting our own people in office the way that the elites have been doing. That's what they're doing right now, is paying these people, hey, you're gonna carry out my plan, I'm gonna put you right in that position. We as a people need to do that same thing. Instead of just yelling and being angry, we need to get a lot more coordinated, and better yet, protest inside the City Hall is what I'm saying. But
right. It's like you have to make your voice heard, and not necessarily it's like with cartelón. It's like go inside and talk to the people that are actually have any power over these decisions. Because at the end that matters. Because we put them there, we vote for them there, we can get them out of there.
Exactly.
So
I just I hope this inspires people to get involved. I hope this inspires people that aren't thinking about politics. Now how much change. This is literally what happened last night, is living proof that your voice matters. I was just a guy from Harlingen. I do comedy sometimes, working full time. I'm not I'm not Bronco 956.
Thank God.
No, for real.
Yeah.
But if Stephen Franz or Bronco 956 was like, hey, I don't like the data centers, that would probably garner a lot of attention versus me speaking at City Hall for several weeks, finally getting there, making these videos. I do say, I will comment on people that do have a platform that aren't using
Well,
it.
yes, it's called La Pulga. If you
Iveta
go to La
Viles.
Pulga, dress,
Hello,
like
Iveta
funny,
Viles.
you can go, like and dance, and then once that all eyes on you, then
Oh
say
my
you
God.
like
you
empty
know
data
what?
center. Yeah, we need to
You know
go
what?
to La
It's
Pulga.
no, I'm not going. I think
I'm not going.
no. It's just a different. Okay, so I'm not gonna shit on anything, right? Everybody has like their demographic. I think a lot of, good Lord, I'm always putting my foot in my mouth.
Yes.
But look,
Don't do it.
it's this.
Vamos a comerciales.
Oh, the comerciales.
We all know those kind of people,
No,
right?
no, it's not like that. It's just like I don't think they care.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
what
think
Michael
they.
Jackson said
No.
in that song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's like
Well,
they
yeah,
don't care.
they
I don't
really
think like
care
if we
about
were
us.
to go to the Pulga and try to get like an awareness campaign, maybe maybe it could work as a strategy to get people to interested. Pero yo no creo que el señor que le hace del Bronco. I don't know him. I don't know him personally. I've never interviewed him. No sé si tiene una conciencia social. A lot of it you have to have this social conscience, right? Did you know him, right? You've met him, Gabby.
Yeah.
So you do? Does
You're in
he
the
have?
Bronco Files.
Well, no, I
Okay.
saw him. I decided, not to, because he
I'm
was there was, like a thing that he was with one of the ladies, like, and they call it La Tesorito. Then she got, ¿cómo se dice?
Deported?
Arrested.
Oh.
She got arrested, and instead of, like helping her, he moved on to the next girl, who they call Bibi Gaitan. That doesn't look like Bibi
See,
Gaitan.
that's the thing. Like, it's this like platforms for like entertainment, and I guess it's good.
Yeah.
We all need our fix where we're like, oh, okay. But I don't know. But yeah, I think it's like using your platform. Not many people are entertained by like data centers are coming.
Yeah,
The
I
water's
feel
gonna
like-
get
That's gonna
drained. You
erupt
know.
I feel like I'm trying to make it like where, and people have called me a clout chaser for this actually, but I'm trying to find a way where I can make politics interesting and exciting. My most recent video that got like 400,000 views.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you. I spoke at the McAllen City Hall, and the mayor
yeah.
got up and walked out in the middle of my speech.
Oh, you know what
That's
I saw?
crazy in
that.
politics. That's
Yeah.
like if I was scrolling, that would be one of those wild things I've seen in a city hall.
Why? What
Why
did this
did
happen?
Villalobos
Oh,
make
bro,
it?
because he don't give a.
Well,
he
maybe,
obviously don't.
maybe you're being too harsh. I mean, maybe he has a bathroom emergency or something like that. He's like,
He got
okay,
the
right now I
shivers.
gotta go.
No, you can look at his face.
Yeah,
You
for
can
one,
show.
well,
Yeah.
I
no, we didn't get
I
it.
have the
Give
full
me some,
clip actually. You don't see it on spot. I'll explain what happened. He gets up while I'm speaking, like mid speech. I'm talking about ICE detention centers actually. Goes to the city secretary with his fruit cup and is like chatting her up. And
Fruit
then-
cup?
A fruit cup.
What?
Cup of fruit. I don't know.
No, Mom.
Hey, McAllen's bougie like that.
Like, we're making the laws right
Yeah.
now. Pásame el
Let
chile.
them eat fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Like, pásame el tajín. Okay,
Oh my
so we're
gosh.
against that.
And then he sits back down and he's just
Saludos,
like
Virginiatis.
not really paying attention. And that's when I had a whole speech like practice written for detention centers, and then like I literally pause and I go like okay, and it's like awkward and I'm literally just like are y'all
Is
seeing
it,
what's
like,
going
is
on?
anybody else? Did
Yeah.
anybody else flinch?
And then
so
I go like,
rude.
and that's when I'm like, you know what? This reminds me of something I want to talk about. And I was talking about how you're not listening to the people and things like that. My favorite line was I said, the kind of the kind of people that don't listen to their own people and ignore them, things like that. I refer to them as BANs. And I
BANs?
said that you're gonna have to ask your black friends what that means. And you're gonna have to look this up after. But a BAN is a term of endearment by the black community.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get, like a black person. Tell me
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
like, oh man, we're gonna get
No, but you-
canceled.
No.
It's a, but yeah, no, that sucks. That when politicians get so corrupt or when it's like they're so decentralized. I mean, I'm sure they have like a lot of problems, a lot of people coming at them, but I mean, it's just one of the things. Like, if you're gonna go into politics, you're gonna have to be prepared, like a priest, to listen to the complaints and and do something about it. And yeah, you might get tired. Like, I'm not denying the fact that a lot of people ask for a lot of things, and some of the requests are kind of like, come fix my house, so I can get the humanity,
Yeah.
like the part of that, but that's just kind of what you sign up for, that's kind of
Yes.
like the thing. That's what it is.
I would expect exactly the same. But yeah, I'm hoping, I mean, like, anyone criticizing like my social media and how I'm doing it, I'm saying like people even in my comments, oh, you should talk about this or you should do that. I'm like, you do it. You know, if I'm doing it the wrong way, do it the right way. Please get people more involved in politics, because if you're actually right, then we're actually contributing towards the same goal, for one. And two, I think like have y'all seen like Stephen Fran's videos and things like that?
I've seen Stephen Franz. He's a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's a lawyer. He made a lot of valid content, super big. You know, I think you know, just amazing success story. Really, he made it from
Yeah, but his family comes from wealth.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
But well, he's doing good now.
Yeah, he's always done that. He's always done
But
that.
I'm thinking sometimes I even ask her like, is the next generation gonna be woken up by like Stephen Franz type like political video? Like, am I gonna have to catch a politician outside of City Hall and like ask them like on the front questions and just like all up in their face stuff and just making it? I'm thinking like, how am I gonna get the next generation involved? Because right now, yeah, a lot of people say like, oh, like the younger kids don't vote, and yeah, I mean, I'm in that generation. I know how much people find it boring or don't care or got too much stuff to do, but also we're also working full time, we're in school and things like that. So, but what I'm seeing so far is these clips are getting a lot of attention. I'm seeing a lot of people reach out. I get messages like every day, people saying keep going. Straight up, actually yesterday, yeah, there's a guy who hadn't spoken in City Hall ever before. He spoke for the first time about AA data centers, and he wore like, I made t-shirts and he wore a t-shirt. But, you know, we're making progress, you know, and I feel like anybody criticizing or hating, it's like, well, you know, I'm making more of an impact than you are right now, and I highly suggest, I'm not hating on the haters,
But
It's an invitation.
Do
Yeah, it's
what
an
I'm doing
invitation,
better,
a call to
please,
action.
because we really need the people to wake up and speak out.
Yeah, with more the power. So if you want to criticize, please do. At least it's speaking a voice, you know, like, yeah, amazing, absolutely. So we have 10 minutes left on the show. So it's been so great. It's been so great. So we're gonna go straight into news, into things that are happening this week. So once again, guys, if you guys are in the Harlingen area, there's a block party going down on Saturday,
Let's go.
right?
do we have to bring something?
The vibes.
All right.
Downtown
Down.
Harlingen, Jackson Street, you can look up the Luna Sky Lounge.
All right, Raymond, he's going to be at the party. So, yeah, Yvette Avila says, wake them all up. It's a collective responsibility. Yvette, the godmother, she's awesome. She's always participating. We'll see you next week. So on the mini gala for my concert next week. Next week on the 30th, right on the 30th. So if you guys want to go, let me know. I still have some spaces. I'm not disclosing the location until you guys send me a DM. It's a private event. But of course, all my friends and all the people that watch us are invited. Amani will be there. You know, he'll be opening up the show now for us and kind of creating a little bit más conciencia for all of us involved, which is awesome. Throwing some comedy and some truth, which is great,
Yes,
right?
please.
So yeah, shoot us, send me a message if you want to go to the show. We still have spaces, and of course, like everything, like all my parties, it's a nice cocktail attire. We will be providing dinner for everybody and the show. So it's a win-win.
And remember, if you want to look like this, because you should see me when I enter this place, I look like shit. So if you want to look like this or better, okay, you just call Barbie, okay? Barbie hair and makeup, she's the best, okay? Make your appointments because she doesn't have spots for everybody. So you better, make your appointment. Shush, te estoy regenteando, mija, okay? And also, Daniela, what are we going to do if we have a quinceañera or a wedding?
We're going to go over here. Hey, real quick. Hey, JD Mata.
JD, saludos.
Hi, baby.
Hola a
Virginia
todos,
Ruiz,
amores.
saludos.
Saludos a todos ellos. So, right, remember, guys, if you guys are having a special event, please come by to one of our venues. We have Paso Real in Harlingen, La Bella Mansión in Harlingen for a small event, Casa de Fiestas en La Feria, Hacienda San Juan en San Juan for a beautiful ranch, Villa Montecristo en Elsa. Y para los del Palvin, por favor, A&J's Ballroom, aquí para servirle a usted y a Dios.
That is true. And also, don't forget, si no sabe qué hacer con sus chamacos, what are we going to do? They're going to play piano.
Oh, that's right. So, if you guys are still looking for private piano classes and you want the best of the best, contact David Freeman.
Exactly. And, like upcoming soon, I don't want to say a lot of information, but everybody, if you like to make movies, if you're in the movie industry or you want to be, or at least, learn how to do this, very soon, upcoming, like workshops for, like editing, makeup, special effects makeup, screenwriter, acting for movies, the difference with theater. It's gonna be awesome. Just stay tuned.
Right, for South Texas Film. For the South Texas Film community, ahí está Gaby. Oh my goodness, Delia Cavazos, this amazing show, the best show in the world. Oh, you guys are the best. Keep the vibe going. I'm always listening. Felicidades, Dani. Felicidades a ti, Delia. Muchísimas gracias por todo.
Muchas gracias.
Bueno, chicos, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Amani, thank you so much for joining us. It's been great. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry for the little, oh my God, the computer broke. We gotta get a new one right now, 30 minutes before the show starts. So there was a little bit. So I know, David is a genius. Thank you, JD. So yeah, so if you guys, clock in next week at the same time. What do we have next week?
Next week we have Rodrigo
Moreno with Rodrigo Moreno is awesome. His short El Llorón has been winning all over the country. Best
win after win after win. And I just saw this guy, like the main character who is Bobby. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna remember like around 4 a.m. in the morning. It's not Bobby Pulido though, but he was, like in Law and Order the next week. I mean, that is, the kind of people that is, like now in the main characters in our RGB's, like film industry. We're so proud of Rodrigo.
Yeah, there's a lot of art going on, guys. Yes. So tune in. Bueno, chicos, un abrazo. Hoy no hay exit scene porque tuvimos que resetear todo. Pero aquí está mi cámara. ¿Cuál es mi cámara?
Bailamos.
Pero les quiero muchísimo. Y recuerden, este 30 de mayo, manden mensajito. Va a estar comadre. Un besito a todos y los quiero y los adoro con todo el corazón.
Con todo.
Amor.